All right, so I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted, and I'm sorry, but we got pretty busy. We went to LS Fest. Finally bought a two-post lift and got it put up. So check that thing out. Many years of building stuff out in the gravel, in the grass. I finally got myself my own lift. The shop's a mess because, well, I had to move a bunch of stuff around. We'll talk about that stuff over there here in a second. But can we just talk about how nice this thing is? Man, I love this thing. I can't stop looking at it. The other hood I had matches the paint a lot better than the original hood that came with the car. It's not perfect by any means, but yeah, it definitely looks better than the other one. So we're gonna leave this one on. Got some new hood studs for it because the ones that were in it were a little rough. So yeah, I have not lifted this car up on the lift yet, and to be honest with you, I didn't even look underneath the car really. My buddy Joe came over and crawled underneath the back and said I got some nice lumber under there, so I'm sure once it's up in the air, I'll see what he's talking about. But a little nervous, you know, just to see how bad it is. I know it needs floors. The frames seem pretty solid for what I could see so far, but let's get this thing up in the air and see what we got going on with it. So I figured we'd just start in the back of the car because I kind of could see what he was talking about, but and oh yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. People, man. Yep, I'd say rear end was sagging a little bit on a guy, but yeah, that's awesome. What else we got here? The back floor pan's pretty thin. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. Gas tank's scaly, but doesn't seem too god awful bad. Frame seems pretty solid. That does not seem very solid. These rails, oh yeah, there's the floor prop, man. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these rear frame rails look. But, yeah, this side isn't as bad. Shouldn't be too bad to deal with. I'm surprised this is all here. I mean, it's got some rust holes in it, but it's where the spare tire sat down in there. But wheel wells, yep, rust there, check. Frame looks pretty good over here too. Oh yeah, oh look at that, hood hinge. Oh, got that Y pipe single to duals, but reversed and crushed. That'll be all right. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'm sure this is plenty, you know, big enough pipe for this 389 to breathe. I didn't even know. Oh, it's got a glass pack on her. That's at least $30 value, at least. But oh yeah, new trans cross member in here. This brake line, yeah. You know, don't take any of the old stuff out. You know, when you change or try to fix something, just run it and lay it on it so it can rub through your copper line, and then just put it right there. Yeah, just lay it right on some steel to rub on, you know, get a hole in it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Seriously though, why wouldn't you just pull the old brake lines out? That drives me up a wall. I do not understand why people do it. That is also the fourth time I've bumped my head on these arms already since I've owned this thing. We're gonna see how long it takes to get to 100 before I start wearing a helmet out here. What else we got? Center of the floor don't look too bad, honestly. The seat is. Kind of debating on changing the entire floor out or just putting some pans in it. The driver's side floor has some rust. Nothing crazy though. That's pretty solid. Couple pinholes. Turbo tree fitty in this thing. Oh, fancy. Oh, look how easy that oil filler is to get to. Just drop the old oil right down on the manifold. That's a good idea. Yeah. All in all, not as bad as I thought. Oh, passenger floor pan. Yep, right there. That'll need some attention. Really, passenger side floor pans are the worst, as you can tell. But I think I may just change the pans out, honestly, so the whole floor. I'm probably gonna have to do something with this trans tunnel. So that's the other reason why I didn't really want to go changing the whole floor out, because I wasn't sure what I was doing yet. But well, I might as well tell you guys now. This 389 and Turbo 350 is coming out. I got a guy coming next week, hopefully, to buy them. But I've had a pretty expensive last couple days. So we got the lift. A guy found a pretty decent deal on this L99 6.2 liter. Oh yeah. Yep. Got them 823s on her. And then guy also found a really good deal on this TR6060. So I think this is what is supposed to go in this wagon. It just feels natural. I just feel it in the air, honestly. So I think that's our plan. I had thoughts on bagging this, and I really would like to, but the other part of me is also saying, put this thing on coils, just move this wheel about there. Yep, that looked good. So I don't know. You guys comment and let me know what we should do with this thing. I was going to leave the 389 Turbo 350 in it until something happens, and then just find a 6-liter. But like I said, I found both of them for pretty decent deals, so I couldn't pass them up. And I think this wagon just be sweet, you know, with some good horsepower, 6-speed. But I'm just looking for something that makes good power, reliable, hop in it, drive it anywhere I want to go, fit a bunch of people in it, which, I mean, I don't know what could be cooler to fit a bunch of people in, honestly. I mean, look at that front end. Take my ugly face out of it, but this thing's just so sweet, man. I can't stop staring at it. But like I said, leave a comment below. Ooh. But yeah, leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys would do with it if it was yours, or what you'd like to see done with it. But I'm going to be hitting this thing pretty hard this winter. So I really want to drive it next year. And I'm going to push my hardest to have this thing at OS Fest next year. And not only that, but I want to drive it there. It's about a, I don't know, 5.5 hour drive for us. So I'm hoping we can get Mason's car pretty reliable. and then get this thing pretty reliable, and just drive them both down. That'd be such a cool trip. So, sorry that I haven't posted in the last couple weeks. Like I said, just been busy, running all over the place. Transmission was in Indiana. The engine was in the middle of Ohio, pretty much. So they were both a decent ways away from me. Then putting the lift up, I put the lift up myself, which thanks everybody that came and helped. That was awesome and greatly appreciated. So yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow along for what's to come on this thing.